This is Dr. Edward Padama. Ngayon ay pag-uusapan naman natin papaano ba isulat ng mabilisan at ng mas madali itong tinatawag nating statement of the problem ninyo. So kung makikita ninyo, I have already prepared tips kung ano yung mga dapat nyong gawin habang nagsusulat kayo ng tinatawag nating statement of the problem. Pero bago yan, itong statement of the problem ay bahagi ng tinatawag nating chapter 1, the problem and its background. And then yung ibang mga bahagi nito ay makikita na ninyo dito sa tip natin at isa-isa natin itong dadaanan. Unang-una, pag sinabi nating SOP, this is an acronym that refers to the statement of the problem. Ang statement of the problem is in the form of a question. So patanong dapat ang makikita dito, in the form of a question. So dapat lahat ng mga makikita nyo sa specific problem ng SOP ay nasa question form. So mamaya makikita nyo yan. Punta tayo dun sa unang tip. The SOP is composed of the general problem and specific problem. So dito makikita nyo na kagad sa una may dalawang part ang SOP. Yung tinatawag nating general problem and the specific problem. So the general problem mirrors what you have written in your research title. Parang sabi nga natin, quote and quote, ini-state niya lang kung ano yung objective ng inyong research. Ulitin ko, mamaya makikita niyo yan sa sample natin. And then the next part is the next tip is that the specific problem should help answer the objectives, direction, the goal of your research. Ulitin natin, this is reflected in the research title. Okay, so it is important that you focus. When you start writing your SOP, you focus on the research title. Kasi, sabi nga dito sa tip number 3, lahat ng mga specific problems ninyo should be relevant and aligned with the direction of the research. So if you are not going to focus on your research title when writing your specific objectives, you will not be able to produce the correct questions that will be part ng SOP ninyo. Ang SOP ay mga tanong na makakatulong sumagot sa research ninyo. So the simplest idea, pinakasimpleng idea at konsepto ng SOP, kung tinatanong nyo ano ba ito? Ito ay mga tanong na makakatulong sa pag-a-address, pagsasagot doon sa research title ninyo. So ulitin natin, tip number 3, specific problems should be relevant and aligned with the direction of the research, and this direction will again be directed back to the research title. Okay, and then the last one is only mechanical. Present at least a minimum of 3 specific problems. At least a minimum of 3 research problems. So, liitan lang natin ito. Okay? Okay, next. We have a sample research title. So, the title is Challenges Encountered During the New Normal of Education by Selected Students of Arellano University. So what is the objective or the goal of this research? To identify the challenges. The challenges encountered during the new normal ng mga estudyante or selected students of Arellano University. So it's as simple as that. What are these challenges? That is the goal, to identify the challenges. So, if this is the title of your research, what should be the questions inside your specific problem? So, bago tayo pumunta sa specific problems, dun muna tayo sa general problem. Sabi ko kanina, in the general problem, this would only reflect the research title. These should reflect what is in the research title. I-restate nyo lang. Ang sasabihin nyo lang, the objective of the study is to identify the challenges encountered during the new normal of education among selected students of Arellano University, which is again, goes back dito sa research title ninyo. Okay? Ni-restate nyo lang. Sinasabi nyo lang ano ba ang direksyon ng inyong research. That is the content of what we call the general problem. So, tapos na kayo dyan sa general problem. Punta na tayo dito sa specific problems ninyo. So, earlier I told you a minimum of at least 3. Pwede na yung 3. Now, do not forget whatever is in your title. Ano ba yung nasa title nyo? To identify the challenges encountered. This should immediately be your concern pag gumagawa kayo ng specific problem. How? Paano magiging concern nyo dapat? Dapat make sure in the specific problems of your research, ma-reflect na kaagad dyan yung nandun sa title. So, saan dito yung reflection na nasa title? Paano nyo masasagot yun? Gawin yung question. What are the challenges? Ito na yun. What are the challenges encountered by students during the new normal of education? So if you can see, this directly answers the goal of your research. So do not forget that. Huwag niyong kakalimutan kung ano yung nasa research title ninyo. Make sure you include that in your specific problems. So, it is already reflected in SOP number 1. Ito ngayon yung tinatawag nilang SOP or specific problem, ha? Pero both of this, the general and the specific, are parts of the SOP. Kaya lang ito, parang nire-reflect nila kasi pag when you go in front of your defense and then your panel asks you, what is your SOP1? Ano SOP1? So, nire-refer lang nila doon is the specific problem. So, SOP2 or the specific problem 2, what recommendations can be made in order to address the challenges identified in the study? So, na-identify na yung challenges. Ngayon, para medyo matulungan pa yung findings ng research ninyo at hindi naman huminto na na-identify nyo lang yung challenges, make it a part of your SOP to at least give recommendations based on the findings of your research. Hindi ba? Para hindi bitin, para hindi huminto na ito lang yung nakita nyong challenges, ano yung recommendations ninyo in order to address these challenges. Okay? So, nakita ninyo, hindi lang humihinto doon sa nakita nyo kung ano yung goal ninyo, magpo-provide din kayo ng remediation if needed, pati intervention. Okay? Next, SOP number 3. What future studies can be made based on the findings of the study? Recommendatory lang yan. So, that can still and also be part of your SOP. Anong mga areas ang pwede pang imbestigahan in order to continue and deepen what you have started? Kasi kung titignan ninyo, parang umpisa pa lang ito eh. Na-identify yung challenge, merong recommendation, yung third part, ano ngayon yung further studies na pwede nyong i-recommend based on the findings of your study. So ulitin natin, ang study, any type of research should not be stagnant. So, hahanapan nyo ng paraan para magamit, para ma-implement, at para mapalalim pa, malaman hindi lang yung dahilan, kundi ano yung pwedeng maging sagot doon sa research na ginawa ninyo, doon sa findings na nakita ninyo, doon sa research ninyo. So, that is really the essence of research, not only to identify but to present answers, hindi lang recommendations, pati yung solutions niya. So kung kailangan mag-provide kayo, sabi ko nga kanina, ng programa, ng intervention, kung kailangan makagawa kayo ng module, you can also include that doon sa SOP number 3 ninyo, which is yung further studies. Okay, so basically, this is the shortest and easiest way to understand yung tinatawag nating formulation ng statement of the problem ninyo. So again, we have the following tips. Make sure that the SOP is composed of the two parts, yung general problem and specific problems. Ang general problem nyo kahit isang isang paragraph lang. And then the specific problem should help answer the objectives of the research reflected in the title. The specific problem should be relevant. Dapat may kinalaman yung mga specific problems ninyo doon sa direction ng research, and then at least present 3 specific problems. So these are our example, yung research title, yung general problem, sabi natin kahit isang paragraph lang, and then the specific problems related to the research title. This is your point of view kapag gumagawa kayo ng specific problems ninyo or ng SOP ninyo. Okay? So thank you very much everyone, and I hope you took note. If not, you can review the video that I have created. You can refer this to my YouTube channel at Doc Ed Padama. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Stay safe and God bless.